Welcome to the Chef's Kitchen Restaurant Edition. I'm your host, Nicole Gaffney, and we're here today at Nordon Preferred Kitchen Equipment Studios, and joining us in the kitchen is Chef Nicholas Elmi of Laurel.
Hi.
Chef, welcome.
How are you?
Great, thank you.
Good.
We have some really cool ingredients out here, so what are we making?
We're gonna do a nice, super fancy fall dish of truffle stuffed Dover sole. We get it imported once or twice a week.
Okay. And where does it come from?
The English Channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
You already said that.
We get it from Samuelson Son Seafood in South Philadelphia.
We love Samuel's.
It's kind of taking a classic idea behind Dover sole, which when you usually get a Dover sole, you think of like the whole roasted, pan-seared, done table side with the lemon butter. Yeah, which is one of my favorites, excuse me. We're gonna do something similar to that, but we're gonna doll it up a little bit for you. But the first thing you gotta do is clean the sole. We're gonna skin it first by piercing the skin a little bit.
Okay. You can see it's even got some scales on it still.
Yeah, it don't matter. We're gonna get them up anyways.
Well, I think it's a testament to how fresh it is.
Yeah, we just got this in yesterday.
Nice.
Which means it was probably pulled the day before. So skinning sole is a little bit different than a lot of other fish. You're not
I've never seen it done this way.
All right, well, I might let you do the other side.
You're actually gonna just peel it back?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So, and one big.
Wow. How about that?
Yeah.
Looks like you need some muscle for it, though.
You want to try the other side?
That was impressive.
No.
I'll try it. I don't know if I can handle it, though.
You always tell this is the side, you know, the eyes are on this side, and that's why it gets all the color, because that's facing the sun.
Okay.
So this is the white side of the fish. This is the side that obviously doesn't get the sun.
It's a huge pair of tweezers you have, too.
Yeah, these are pretty useful. So we'll get it started a little bit for you.
Wow.
I'm gonna hold that
All right.
with your left hand.
And then just,
no,
I got a paper towel it?
You got a paper towel, or it's
Okay.
gonna slip out of your hand.
Ah, all right.
One big motion. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Ah,
close enough. Close enough.
I'm fired.
So we got it. It's only $30 a pound.
Yeah, it's only
fine.
Dover sole. No big deal.
It's all right. Best part about being a chef is, or the most consistent part about being a chef is fixing mistakes.
Absolutely.
All right.
And you just fixed my mistake, so thank you.
There you go. All right.
So we have some beautiful guts still in
Some
here.
beautiful guts. We're going to take those out for you. Don't worry. I wouldn't make you eat the guts.
That's all right. This isn't Fear Factor. This is the Chef's
Not
Kitchen.
yet, at least. All right. So these are just some Joyce Chen scissors. These are pretty indispensable in the kitchen. We use them for breaking down poultry, breaking down fish. They're pretty
Joyce
versatile.
Chen is a legend.
Joyce Chen.
So is this on the menu at Laurel?
Yeah, we do this for fun. If we have like friends, special guests coming in, other chefs coming to town who want to try Laurel, and we want to do something a little bit above. We have a couple tricks that we like to pull out when friends and family are around, special people coming to the restaurant.
So if I came to the restaurant,
Absolutely.
this would be on the menu.
This would be the first thing. So, no, this is a flat fish. Typically, like we said, in a normal French restaurant, we would just roast this whole thing. Fillet it table side. You get the old guy coming to the table with the tuxedo and taking the fillets off and doing the lemon sauce. We're going to actually take all the bones out of this.
Oh, wow.
So we'll score right down the center.
So is this different from taking the fillets off? You're still keeping it intact?
We're going to keep the fillets off, but we'll leave them attached to the head. Yeah.
This is really neat.
Just trying to get the fillets away from the body of the fish.
Okay.
But as you see, when I get towards the top, I'm leaving it attached to the head. Almost there, I swear.
You're doing a great job. Now, do you keep the bones, make stock?
Yeah, I'll show you this.
Okay.
I've actually made stock and brought some with me.
Nice.
So we'll do the bones and we'll roast them really well.
Okay.
And then let them steep and then put a little bit of seaweed and bonito in there.
Kombu
Yep.
and bonito, you said?
And bonito, yep. The shaved, smoked, dried tuna.
Stay tuned for more from the Chef's Kitchen Restaurant Edition.
Nordon, it's fantastic. There's a lot of space, it's high-tech equipment. The ovens are phenomenal. I can't wait to own one.
Technically, this is your hold over sole. But we're just going to very gently take all of its bones out.
Wow. So this is a really labor-intensive process.
It is.
This would feed one person, 2 people?
This will feed 2 people. So now we're gonna lightly season it right now.
So this is enough for both you and I.
Theoretically.
Right. I could eat the whole
I
thing
mean, we
myself.
do not long tasting menus. We do 7-course tasting menus at the restaurant.
And that's all you do?
Yeah, so this would be your fish course. It's not
Okay.
a gigantic fish portion. It's a small portion as opposed to gigantic hunch of meat. So this is called Activa. It's actually just a protein binder. Yeah, so we're just going to dust it. Once we put the truffles inside, we'll lay it down and wrap it up. And that Activa, once it sits for a couple hours, will kind of bind all the fillets together.
Like that meat glue?
Yeah.
Is that
kind of
that stuff we
cringe
kind of hear about?
when people call it meat
Okay.
glue. It does, I think it gets a bad rap, but if not for this, then we wouldn't, if not for Activa, then we wouldn't be able to do some of the things we do. It's great with terrine work and pate work. It's kind of good for changing the profile of a protein or adding another protein. I mean, we've done other things where we've just taken fish fillets and added prosciutto to the center, and then sealed them back together, and it essentially becomes the same thing. It's pretty cool. So once
So
it's
wait, let's not glaze
gloss
over
over the
this.
fact that we're using some winter truffles,
Okay.
some French black Périgourdine truffles.
Would you ever use white truffles for this
Yeah,
instead?
absolutely. I don't like white truffles with fish so much, more
A little
like
strong.
of a meat thing. And I always think of white truffles as like such a pure. When we do white truffles at the restaurant, it's usually like with just risotto or a little bit of
Okay.
pasta. We don't try to mess with it too much.
That's good.
All right, so we have truffles inside of Dover sole.
Okay.
And we're gonna wrap it up.
And
let
what's
that
this do?
So this is just gonna let it needs to sit for a couple hours.
Okay.
So the Activa can kind of like
Do its
bind
thing.
itself together.
Okay.
So we don't have a couple hours. So there we go. Let's move this over and get this thing cooking. Throw a little bit of butter in there. We're gonna get a relatively large pan.
Got some really cool stuff over
So
here.
yeah, I mean, we're kind of winter now. Salsify right here, otherwise known as oyster root. We have some black trumpet mushrooms.
To go back to the salsify for a minute.
Yeah.
Why is it called oyster root? Because it kind of tastes like oysters?
Well, it tastes like a cross between, think of it as a cross between like artichokes and salsify. So a lot of people think that tastes like oysters.
Interesting.
But these black roots, once you peel it down, nice and white. We're gonna cook it from raw in butter because we are a French restaurant.
Does it take a long time to cook up, like a root vegetable?
Not really.
No?
Yeah, like a root vegetable, but
Okay.
it's a relatively small root vegetable. So let's get this one going too. So we're trying to brown some butter here before we get
I
that
love
going.
the smell of brown butter.
Yeah, we use, as you can see by my big plate of butter here, we go through a fair amount of butter at the restaurant.
So what do you think about this kitchen here at Nordon?
It's gorgeous.
Isn't
I mean,
it?
It's got everything you need. It's pretty much a professional kitchen.
Definitely.
It's a lot larger than the kitchen we work at.
Yeah. But how much larger? You work in a really tiny space over there?
The kitchen is 10 feet by 15 feet.
Okay.
So we
That's not
have
big.
one 6-burner and one 24-inch plancha, and then
Oh,
that's,
so you
and
must
that's
just
it.
feel like this is a palace.
Yeah, I'm stretching out right now. It's nice. All right, so we're browning a little bit of butter. This is the fish that has been
Oh, wow.
Activa'd for a day or so.
It's just completely fused
Yep.
together. When you put the fish in, does that stop the browning process at all? Or?
Yeah, for the most part, but you still need to gauge it a little bit.
Sure.
If you feel like it's going a little bit too fast and it's starting to brown too much, you can just slow it down by dropping the temperature or adding a little bit more butter.
Now, would you ever leave the skin on in this application?
Not
or
on
never?
Dover sole.
Never.
No, the skin
okay.
on Dover. There's like certain
Tough.
fish. Yeah, like Dover sole skin is not. If you leave it on, that essentially means that you're gonna cook it and take it off.
Gotcha.
Stay tuned for more from Nordon Preferred Kitchen Equipment.
This is my first time at Nordon, and it's been an absolutely incredible experience. The equipment is top-notch, from the induction burners to this. I mean, the stove gave off incredible heat, but wasn't hot to me. This deck oven is beautiful. I mean, a plancha, the variety of products that they have is incredible.
Salsa's going. These are royal trumpet mushrooms,
Beautiful.
which I like.
Punnett square.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Get those.
So big and meaty.
Yeah, they remind me of the first time I had one. I was like, wow, it tastes like duck flesh. Like when you eat like
Really?
duck breast.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's the first thing I thought of. So we're not going to cook this the whole way in the pan. We're going to pull it out.
Could you theoretically?
You could. We're going to take this and we're going to put it in the Electrolux.
In the combi oven.
Yeah, the old combi oven. Best part about this is it's.
And you know, I'm going to bring in the executive chef here at Nordon, Mark Saboth. Hey, Mark.
Hi, Nicole. How are
Nice
you?
to
Welcome.
See you.
Yep, just close.
Like that. Just close
Boom.
it. See, it's easy. So tell us a little more about this gorgeous Electrolux combi oven.
So, the Electrolux combi oven in definition is having the ability to cook with heat and steam.
Yep. So combination?
Combination,
essentially? Okay.
exactly. But then you can also dial that in if you want to, as far as the amount of steam or the amount of heat that you want. So, or how moist or how dry you want to cook it.
Okay.
And then also fluctuate with the temperatures. You can cook it all the way with strictly convection mode, which is hot and dry. Combination mode, which could be, actually for this fish, we have it set at 40% moisture, and we're cooking it at about 300 degrees.
Nice. So that's going to keep it really juicy and moist?
Yes, yes.
Nice.
That moisture will help stay within the fish while it's cooking, since the hot, dry air won't be able to suck a lot of that moisture out while it's cooking.
Right.
Per se. But then the oven has the ability to work just as a steamer.
Nice.
And it can be strictly used just as a steamer. So it's all in one package.
Excellent.
And at the end of the day, it'll clean itself.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Are you going to come back and taste with us later?
Yes, I will.
Wonderful.
Great.
We'll see you then.
Thanks, Nicole.
Thanks, Mark. All right, what did I miss while I was gone?
Still cooking.
All right. So what did you add in there?
So we're just adding some sunchokes or Jerusalem artichokes. We're also going to start a quick sauce for the Dover sole.
Okay.
We got a shallot here. This is the same pan that we cooked the sole in. It has a little bit of remnants in there that we want to pick up.
I see you drained a lot of that butter off already.
Yeah.
Cook with a lot of shallots in the restaurant?
Yeah.
Definitely.
A lot better than
That French cuisine.
Yeah, not
has a
as
lot.
astringent as an onion, so I like to pick up shallots a lot more. So we'll just add this, get those sweating down a little bit. This is some fresh bay leaf.
I love fresh bay. I think it's one of the more
Yeah.
underrated flavors.
Absolutely.
Great caramelization on those mushrooms. I notice you're not really crowding the pan with all the vegetables at once.
No, we're gonna slowly add things.
Is that because they cook in different times, or really so you can get
so
that
it's like the mushrooms
caramelization?
take the longest. These already got poached in a little bit of olive oil at the restaurant.
All right.
So we're just adding a little bit. Same thing. We took these chestnuts here and slowly cooked them in some duck fat.
I was wondering
So-
what that fat was on the outside. Yum. I love chestnuts.
Yeah.
So you roast them in the shell first and then take them out and cook
Yep.
them in the duck fat? Okay.
Yep. We're gonna do a quick pan sauce. We're kind of charring this bay leaf a little bit. Watch out.
Woo! And what did you just pour in?
So add a little bit of brandy.
Yeah, you poured in just straight up fire.
Yeah. I'm gonna let that brandy cook off, and then this is the stock we made earlier.
And you can see how gelatinous that was when it
Yeah.
went in.
And it wouldn't be French cuisine if we didn't add a splash of cream.
What is it that really draws you so much to French cuisine? Is it the butter and the cream, or the technique?
I think it's that it's always evolving. I think that people do think of French cuisine as being very kind of fat forward, but it's certainly got a lot lighter over the past couple of years. I say that as I use fistfuls of butter and cream.
Is
But
this the truffle butter?
so this is truffle butter. Yeah,
Okay.
we take the same truffles that we were just using, and we'll just paddle them. It's usually 1 pound of truffles to about 12 pounds of butter.
Wow, it makes a lot of truffle butter.
Yeah, certainly. So I actually added a little bit of quince to this ragu. This is quince that was poached in a little bit of simple syrup. It's like a combination, think of it as like a cross between a pear and an apple.
And this is just thyme?
Fresh thyme.
The leaves on that are huge.
Still one of my favorites though.
It's really nice.
All right. Last thing, black trumpet mushrooms. Again, from around here. Just take the bottom off of that real quick. Dealing with black trumpet mushrooms, you certainly want to like take off the bottom and then look through the center. And these grow around pine trees. So once in a while you'll find a pine needle in there. All right, so we have this nice kind of ragu
Wow.
of really deeply caramelized
Big time.
winter vegetables. Where did I go? Right here. Watch out, it's hot. All right, this is just a little bit of, this is more royal trumpet mushrooms from earlier.
All right.
That just got pureed with a little bit of onion. We're gonna warm that up.
Stay tuned for more from the Chef's Kitchen Restaurant Edition.
Cooking in Nordon is one of my most favorite things that I get to do when I get invited to the show, just because the equipment is so fantastic and they pretty much have everything you could possibly dream of as a chef.
Let's check our fish real quick.
So this only needs a couple of minutes.
Couple 8.
Now I notice your temperature is relatively low. It's about 300
Yeah, we want to go nice and
degrees.
slow.
Okay.
So this is a cake tester. This is how we usually generally figure out whether or not something's cooked. You got to remember there's the muscles in a fish kind of run diagonally, and they're separated by like kind of, let's call them tendons or ligaments or something. Once those start breaking down, you know that they're, and this slides in and out easily, you know that you're pretty close. Also, if it's like warm on the inside. This is a very rustic sauce, so I don't mind having the kind of charred.
Because really, in typical French traditional cuisine,
Yeah.
you would strain all that out.
Depends.
Yeah.
Like classical fine dining, yeah, we
Yes.
strain everything out. Rustic, country style, and that's where we're kind of going back and forth. We're kind of fancy and we're kind of rustic at the same time. So we have this beautiful black truffle sauce, we have these beautiful mushrooms and vegetables. Bring everything over here.
We almost ready to plate?
I think so. We want to plate over here or do we want to plate over here?
It's up to you. You're the chef.
That is true.
I'll bring you the plate.
When we drop it here. It's just,
So this is almost acting as the starch here.
yeah, but a very vegetable forward dish.
Yeah.
So let's just.
Wow, you can really smell the earthiness from that puree.
Yeah. So we have our chestnuts, we have our salsify, we have royal trumpet mushrooms, black trumpet mushrooms that got a little bit crispy, which is nice. Cool textures.
Really interesting combination of vegetables.
Salsify, sunchokes. And then the best part are these little pieces of quince. So as you're eating, you have all this earthiness, and then you're just gonna get like this pop of fruit, which is gonna be cool. Let's see how this guy's doing.
So in a 7 or 8 course tasting menu, about how big of a portion would you give? Same size as what you're doing here, or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Approximately. We try to think of, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but we try to think about 3 ounces per dish, per course.
Oh,
And we have
wow.
that lovely.
It looks really juicy and perfectly cooked.
We're just gonna make it pretty. Oh, there you go.
You like to have a lot of fun with your presentation?
Yeah, I mean, this is a relatively rustic dish for us. Let's bring it over here and sauce it.
You gonna do it over here?
To
Okay.
our.
Wow, I can't wait to taste this. Is that just flat leaf parsley?
These are just carrot tops.
Oh, really? How about that?
So just gonna brighten it up a little bit.
Add a
And then
little
we
green.
have this black truffle, fish bone, brandy, light on fire sauce right here. one's gonna get in between everything.
So you can still see that beautiful interior of the fish. All right, so Mark, why don't you come out and help us taste this? You have a fork.
Thank you.
And you have a fork, and
I've tasted it
I don't even
before,
think we
so I
need
think you
knives,
guys-
but well, cheers.
Go. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's how you do it. Perfect.
Oh yeah, you can cut right through that, no problem. Don't be shy.
Waiting for you.
Oh man, this is awesome. What is this, a Jerusalem artichoke? I'm
Yeah.
gonna try that puree too.
Best part is you don't know which one you're gonna get. You get a little bit of quince in there too. It's awesome.
Excellent.
These vegetables are so good. You can't go wrong with all that brown butter.
No.
Oh
There's a
man.
reason why French cuisine is so good. But yeah.
So, can I get a reservation at Laurel this weekend?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Give me.
Absolutely fantastic.
Email me.
And we love working in this kitchen as always.
Yeah, thanks,
So, Mark, thanks for having us.
You're
Nick,
welcome.
thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Great.
I'm going in for more.
Nice.
Nordon is special because we have everything in-house under one roof. So when somebody sees a brochure, they come to Nordon and Nordon brings it to life.
The equipment is so fantastic, and they pretty much have everything you could possibly dream of as a chef.
The typical Nordon customer comes to us for equipment expertise.
The equipment is top-notch. The variety of products that they have is incredible.
When you come here and I see 4 things that I want or need.
If you need something in the Philadelphia, Delaware Valley area, Nordon is your #1 choice. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, it's a beautiful kitchen. It's unbelievably well organized, and working with Nicole's pretty fun. It's great to be in a larger kitchen and be able to spread out a little bit.